Hey guys, this is this. Hey guys, this is. It's not as easy as it looks. It's easier than it looks. Hey guys, this is a smoothie. It's a tongue twister. This is. Hey guys, this is a smoothie for 100squatsaday.com. Check it out. We've got papaya, 1 big papaya, 3 big bananas, some dates, and some water. And I'm gonna be testing out this blender for the first time. It's called the Otto OTTO B127 blender. You can get it for 60 bucks in Thailand. It's about 2,000 baht, which is 60 bucks American. So when you're making smoothies with dates, you never want to put the dates in first. Always want to put the most watery, rich foods in first. So even before the bananas, I'm going to put the papaya in, and that's going to help it blend a lot better. If you put the dates in first, it's like putting rocks at the bottom, and it's hard to get the blade going, and you gotta add a lot more water, and it just wrecks the blender blade a lot more. So starting with the papaya, you got to make sure that when you're cutting papaya, you don't cut and throw in all the nasty parts, because a lot of papayas contain like little nicks and bruises, and those can taste really, really bad, and they can ruin a whole smoothie. So either taste test your papaya first, or know what you're doing and just eliminate the bruises in there. So I use these plastic utensils called Sea to Summit. I've been using them for about half a year now, and they work really, really well. No metal needed, and they slice through all these soft fruits very easily. You can blend the papaya seeds, but they're very, very peppery and pretty nasty, but they are a contraceptive, so if you're looking for something like that, maybe you want to blend up your papaya seeds, at least a few of them. And the best part of the whole papaya is actually the center part, where it's kind of yellow. There's orange flesh, but in the middle there's the yellow, and you want the yellow bit. You don't want to scrape that out. So be very delicate when you're scraping out the seeds. And the sweetest part of all, the part with the most sugar in the papaya, is not the part closest to the stem where it attaches to the tree. It's actually at the head of the papaya. So do whatever you can to get most of that out. And like I said, you can taste test it first to make sure it's going to be good. This one's really good. So scoop, and you gotta make sure you don't get any seeds unless you want the seeds, or don't get too close to the side, because there's usually a lot of bruises and they taste very, very bad. So you go ahead and scrape. And this papaya, to be honest, is not 100% ripe. If it was, it would be super, super soft, and it would just be scraping it with these. But part of the reason I am blending it is because it's not really ripe, or not, it is ripe, but it's just not 100% ripe. And I want to blend it to mix it in with some dates and bananas to just sweeten it up a bit. And because this particular papaya is actually already starting to go bad on the outside, and if I let it go any more days, it would just start to mold and it wouldn't fully ripen. So that's part of the game. They don't always ripen up as you want. So it's very, very important when you're eating a lot of fruit, if you're living on a fruit diet, that you have a lot of fruit on stock, on stock. But I always have extra. I got lots of dried fruit available, lots of papayas ripening up, lots of bananas ripening up, lots of dates and things like that. Watermelon, oranges are always good. So in case some fruit isn't good, you got backup. And sometimes when you get organic, you get some worms in there. So also be very cautious about your papayas and your bananas and your oranges even, and your dates, every fruit actually, even mangoes. They can have little worms and maggots in there. So you either get chemical fruit with no bugs, or you get organic fruit with bugs. I prefer the chemical fruit. I prefer the organic fruit without bugs. Yeah. The organic fruit with the bugs. Because then you can just scrape the little bugs out if you want. Or you can be a caveman and eat the bugs too. But I don't really like to eat the bugs. They seem pretty nasty. But just keep an eye out. Don't like I know a lot of people who just grab dates, especially people who just grab big dates and put them in their mouth and start chewing on them. And then I go and tell them that I always open the dates first because they usually have maybe 1 in every 25 dates has a dead worm in there, or sometimes they're alive. So definitely open up your dates and then eat them. These dates have already been pitted, but even with the pitted dates, you got to make sure there's no pit in there. You can't just take a handful and throw them in, because again, 1 in every 25 has a pit in there. So you just, to check the dates, see if they have a pit, just squeeze them really hard. And this right here, I just found a little pit. Yep, raw card, that's not going to blend up at all. So just press the dates, squish them, and they should be very, very soft all around. No hard spots. And I'm actually going against what I said to do. I was going to put these in very last. I was going to put the bananas in next. So I'll do that. And I'm throwing in approximately 10 dates. I just put in 5 there, I'll put in another 5. And yesterday I just discovered actually in another bunch of bananas that they can have worms as well. So if they look kind of bruised and they're really soft on the inside and discolored, take a closer look because they could have worms. Nice and ripe. Some bananas don't go spotty. This is one type, they stay yellow. But most bananas you get in Canada and America, you gotta let them get really, really spotty. Otherwise they're just gonna be full of starch and not very sweet, so keep that in mind, let them get really spotty. Again, squish the dates, make sure there's no pits. Alright, couple more. Perfect. So, got 1 papaya, 3 bananas, and about 10 dates. Now we're going to add about 250 milliliters of water. Beauty. Make sure the lid's on. And first time I'm going to use this thing. So it has a pulse feature. I like using the pulse feature, but not when I'm using dates. When I'm blending dates, I just want to keep it continuous and blend them all up. But if I'm just blending up some papaya and banana, some really soft stuff, then pulsing is the way to go. It prevents a lot more oxidation, or prevents a lot less oxidation. So I'm just going to use the continuous feature here because the dates require a lot of blending. We'll start with the power on low and then turn it up, see how it goes. Awesome. It works. The one thing I noticed about this that I don't notice about the Blendtec and Vitamix blenders that I have back home is that this one, after 20 seconds of blending, you can start to smell the motor, and you want to limit that. You don't want to smell the motor too much. If the motor starts to smell too much, then you want to turn it off, let it cool down. With the Vitamix blenders and Blendtec blenders, they cost like maybe $300-400 bucks, but they last years and they got great warranty, and the motor never really stinks on those. So just be aware of that. If it starts to smell, stop it. And it's a lot easier. The weaker the blender you have, the more water you want to add. So with this one, I added 250 mils of water. With the Vitamix and Blendtec blenders, you don't need to add that much water. But the cool thing about this blender also, something that the Vitamix has, is one of these pusher sticks. So if you're blending stuff that doesn't have too much water and you want to mix it in, so just use this plunger. It fits right here in the middle. So that's it. That's the smoothie. I know it's going to be good. I'll test it anyway right in front of you. Amazing. You wouldn't want to eat anything else. Perfect. There's approximately approximately 600 to 700 calories here. I'd say at least 700 calories. At least 700 calories. The bananas are 300 calories. The papaya is at least 200 calories, and those dates are about 200 calories. So the reason the papaya was so little calories was because it wasn't super ripe, so it was lower in sugar, and I didn't use the whole thing because it was just really hard to scrape. So 700 calorie meal. This is what a smoothie should look like. So I already did my exercise this morning. I ran for 45 minutes, I biked for half hour, and yesterday did a whole bunch of squats. So legs are a bit sore, and this is my beautiful, beautiful recovery drink. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you want to see next time. Peace.